Hi everyone, it's Andrea with Yarn Packet Mama, and today I'm going to be going over the Puffy V-Stitch. I'm calling it a Puffy V-Stitch because instead of double crochets to make the V, I'm going to be using puff stitches. And I'm going to keep the multiple of 3 for my chain, and I'm going to now work a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. And then from there, I'm going to chain 1. And I'm going to skip 2 chains, and then to that next chain I'm going to work a puff stitch, accomplished by yarning over, inserting my hook, yarning over and drawing up a loop. Make sure to keep these loops nice and loose, yarning over, inserting my hook and drawing up a loop, yarning over, inserting my hook, drawing up a loop, and then pulling through all 7 loops on the hook. And then chain 1 and work another puff stitch into that same chain. And that is going to be our repeat for this row. It is going to be chain 1, skip 2 chains, puff stitch, chain 1, puff stitch, chain 1, skip 2 chains. And I will meet you up at the end to finish off this row and start row number 2. Okay, so I have come to the end and I have just 2 chains left. So in this last chain, I am going to now work a double crochet. And that is row number 1. So to go into row number 2, you're going to chain 3 for your turning chain, and this will count as a double crochet. And then we're going to work into this chain 1 space in between the 2 puff stitches, leaving this skip 2 window open. And now we are going to work another puff stitch right away. And that is going to be what we do. Puff stitch, chain 1, and then puff stitch into that same chain space. And chain 1. And that's actually going to be your repeat for this row. It's going to be chain 1, puff stitch, chain 1, puff stitch, chain 1 into the chain 1 spaces between the puff stitches from the Puff V-Stitch from below. And I'm going to work this all the way along until I get to my turning chain or this last stitch, excuse me, this last double crochet. And in that last double crochet, I'm going to work a double crochet. So I will meet you up at the end to talk about, or to finish off this row and to talk about row 3. See you there. Okay, so I've come to the end, and in this last double crochet, I am going to work a double crochet. This will help keep the edges straight. And then I'm going to turn my work, and this is what we have so far, and I'm going to just repeat row 2, and that is the repeat for the rest of this pattern. It's a repeat of row 2 until you have reached your desired size. So I am going to work up a few more rows and show you what it looks like in the end after a few more rows have been worked. Okay, so I've come to the end, and this is what it looks like after a few rows. It looks just like the classic V-stitch, but it has a bit more texture to it with using these puff stitches instead. It really came out quite nicely, I think. And it's the same on the back as the front. And that's all there is to this. It is the same as the classic V-stitch, except for instead of double crochets to create these V's, I changed them out for puff stitches. You can find the written instructions for both stitches on my blog, and also the tutorial for how to do puff stitches by themselves, like an offset puff stitch pattern, and then also the classic V-stitch. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed, and please stay tuned for more.